My next guest takes on Alessio Di Chirico coming up here at UFC on Fox 26 on December 16th. It is Oluwale Bamgbose joining me here on the program for the very first time. Oluwale, how are you?
Good. Ready to rock and motherfucking roll. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, it's a great fight here. And first, before we talk about that, how's your Thanksgiving going? I know you're a busy guy, but did you get any time to spend it all with your family and everything?
Yeah, Thanksgiving was good. You know, Christmas is on the way as well, too. But before that, obviously, I got that big fight. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Holidays are here, you know, and I can't wait to enjoy this gift December 16th.
For sure. And for those who don't know, what do you do for your day job? What sort of pays the bills on top of fighting for you right now?
So pretty much I'm balancing a whole bunch of stuff, man. My gym, just recently became a tech. You know, obviously I have the UFC there as well too. And I just have my financial eggs in several baskets, you know, got to grind out here, man. That's life, you know. It would be ideal if, making it to the UFC included, you know, salaries that, you know, NHL, NBA, and all these other, you know, top franchises and their players make. But it is what it is, man. In due time, no excuses. So that's why, you know, I got my hands dabbling in, you know, basically everywhere, you know, as far as finances goes. So December 16th, you know, I have that in the back of my mind, you know, how obviously, you know, thriving, surviving is the key financially. So, you know, not only, you know, put it on an awesome display and being passionate about what I do, but, you know, paying the bills, man, straight up.
Yeah, no, I hear you. You gotta, it's the hustle, man. You gotta keep it going, and you gotta make sure that money's always flowing in and everything like that. I found it interesting. You mentioned the NHL first. Are you a hockey fan at all?
Yeah. But for the most part, I've been keeping up like I should, like a hockey fan should. But you know, in general, I'm a fan of all sports, man. And you know, I grew up watching sports, and I respect, you know, these athletes and what they've accomplished, and you know that's what made me want to go get that as well too. You know, wanting to be a go-getter, making it to the top, and thriving at the top. But it's hard, man. You know, in the beginning. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, no excuses, and I'm gonna get there. You know, I didn't sacrifice every fucking thing, man. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna make sure it's not in vain. You know.
For sure. And I know you're coming off a loss in your last fight, but you always learn more from a loss than a win at UFC 212. What did you sort of take away the most from that fight?
I mean, to be honest, that you know, at the end of the day, you know, there are guys who are honorable and guys who aren't. Guys that get away with shit and guys that don't. You know, Paulo got away with, you know, having a psychological edge and touching my fucking face, and didn't get fined or anything for it, you know. And you know, I maintained control because for me, I'm a professional and I'm not used to that. You know what I mean? I'm not used to, because if that's the case, then, you know, dudes will be scrapping on stage all the time. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: the next guy that gets even close to me, I'm not even gonna wait for his hand to come up. I'm gonna punch him square in the fucking face, or I'm gonna kick him off the stage right in the head. You know, I don't give a shit now. Now I don't give a fuck. And whoever touches me, you better be ready. You better be ready as well. You know, because protect yourself at all times. And at that point, when Paulo put his hands on me, you know, he could have struck me. You know, when someone grabbed me, you know, I got grabbed first after getting mushed, which makes no sense. You know, he could have threw a punch and I would have been KO'd. So like I said, you know, protect yourself at all times. You know, next time I weigh in with someone, I'm straight up gonna, you know, be ready. You know, I'm not gonna in any way be, you know, how can I say, unprofessional or retaliate in that kind of manner first. But if the motherfucker wants to be stupid, I'm gonna give him hell right there and then. And then the next day when we fight, I'm gonna continue that, because that's what I was supposed to do to Paulo. I was supposed to beat his ass on stage, you know, or make some type of attempt, but I didn't. And it is what it is, man. And what I got from that fight was, you know, never let your opponent get any type of psychological edge or any edge, and also rest. You know, I didn't sleep very well before that fight, and it kind of fucked me over because, you know, as you can see, or I don't know if you can tell, but the type of fighter I am, I exude a lot of energy. I give out a lot of energy when I fight. You know, I expand a lot of energy when I fight. So with that being said, rest is imperative. If I don't sleep, I'm not going to be able to be myself. and I kind of wasn't able to really, how can I say, dial down and think about that. I was so hyped. I was so frustrated. I was so fucking angry that I couldn't sleep, man. I just wanted to fight this motherfucker. And I didn't get sleep, man. So now I understand that rest is just as important as training and just as important as, fulfilling the game plan. It's the most important thing. Without rest, you won't have energy to basically finish what it is that you want to do that night as a fighter, as any kind of combative fighter. So that's pretty much what I got from that. I know if I was able to keep the ass whooping that I was giving him, if I was able to keep that up for 3 rounds, I would have at least been able to, pull out a decision win, or at the or who knows, maybe a knockout. Who knows? But you live and you learn, man.
For sure. How do you feel like you match up against Di Chirico in this fight? He's got the 10-2 record. How do you sort of feel about the matchup?
To be honest, man, I felt like the guys I fought in the past are better. Not to take anything away from Alessio, but I felt like I was challenged more. I was tested more, and for the most part, I'm going to give him the same heat and more. Allow him to see that I have developed, I have gotten better, I have gotten way more complete, and I'm ready to test him, man. And at the end of the day, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about what he's going to do. I'm worried about what I'm going to do. I'm worried about how dominant I'm going to be. I'm worried about how I'm going to take what's mine. And it is what it is, man. This is a sport where you either take what's yours or you let the other man take it. And it's either me or Alessio. And fuck that, man. Screw that, dude. It's gonna be a dogfight. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna do everything in my power to dominate and to destroy him, straight up.
Love it. How's training camp going, and who are some of the main training partners you've been working with ahead of this matchup?
Yeah, I've been able to train at several camps, man, and investing in myself, and that's one of the things I haven't done too often in the past. So, I told myself, hey, you got to start spending money, you got to start traveling, and I'm a man of my word. So, hey, that's what I was able to do. Some of the people I was able to spar with and train with, to name a few, Sam Alvey, and who else? I forget his name from Duke Rufus's Chest Hart. I forget his name, Gerald.
Oh, Gerald Mercer.
Yeah. He's, solid 185ers, man. These guys have been able to, really, push me and give me a little taste of what I can offer and how much I can take, what it is that relates to understanding the 185 weight, and moving that around and being able to cope, and or bang with these guys. And it feels good, man. It feels good to be able to move with those guys and a bunch of other guys as well too that I've been able to move with. But I'm excited, man, and I'm ready to confidently move forward and like I said, take what's mine, man. Mistakes happen. Nobody's perfect. I believe my losses, they came because of lack of experience, and in some cases, lack of confidence. But that is not the case with me any longer. I'm a new man. I'm a new fighter, and I'm excited about what I'm going to bring to the table. I'm grateful for those fights that I've had in the past because they've molded me into the person I am today. Fuck the excuses. I'm glad that I went through those challenges.
How's the weight cut going, especially with having a Thanksgiving this weekend? I imagine you got to dodge some of that bad food and just keep everything on course.
Yeah, man. Maintaining focus is key. So Thanksgiving or not, man, I got a fight in about 3 weeks. So yeah, man, everything is going smooth.
Perfect. And how do you see this fight ending on the 16th? I mean, you're going to win, but how do you sort of envision it unfolding coming up here on December 16th?
I'm going to be honest, man. Hey, the fight could go to the decision. Who knows? But I tell you one thing, it's going to be 1, 2, 3 rounds of me beating that ass. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a TKO. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a knockout, straight up KO. I wouldn't be surprised if I submit the guy. Anywhere the fight goes, guaranteed I'll be ready, and guaranteed I'll be dominant. That's a fact, and I'm gonna have fun out there too. At the end of the day, man, I'm an entertainer, and I love MMA, man. This is my life. So when I get in that cage, I'm gonna express that my love for the sport, and how unique I am as a fighter. And let's see if Alessio can handle it. I'm pretty sure he can, but let's see if he can. I'm gonna give him hell. Let's see if he can handle it.
I mentioned hockey earlier. Is it kind of cool for you at all to be able to fight in the same arena that the Winnipeg Jets play in the NHL? That's kind of a neat part of this fight, I would imagine.
You know, it's funny. I didn't even know that, man, until you just mentioned that. I gotta look up the theme now. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And you know, that's the beauty of making it to the top. You know what I mean? Being able to share, you know, places that some of the greatest athletes of the world, you know, were able to, you know, play on, walk on, you know, and basically express their athletic selves within. So, well, yeah, man, I'm excited, man. You know, I'm really excited. I'm ready to climb the ranks, man. You know, one step at a time. You know, I'm ready to really, you know, exploit this opportunity I have, you know, to be at the top, man, and to showcase what I have to offer, you know, and I can't wait, man. I really can't wait. You know, enough is enough.
I can feel it, man. I love the positivity, and you seem really pumped up about this fight, which is awesome. I do have one more question before I let you go here. I know a couple months ago you put out on Twitter that you know, you were going to train with Chris Weidman. This was like months back, and I know things didn't go sort of according to plan in that one. Weidman sort of giving you a bit of a brush off. What exactly happened with that situation as far as when you were going to train with Chris Weidman?
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the past, man. It is what it is. I don't even care. Like, I felt like what he did actually helped me. It helped me, you know, it helped me really, like, say, you know what? It's time to get out your fucking comfort zone, Wale. Yeah, you know, you want to train within, you know, your state, you know, within your vicinity so you could be around your son and your family and your friends. But you know what? Fuck that. Go do what the fuck you have to do. If you got to travel, if you got to go elsewhere, do it. So thank you, Chris. I fucking thank you, bro. You know, and I'm going to just leave it at that. You know, it is what it is. When one door closes, several open. And if several don't, you fucking find a door and you find a way through. You know, and I'm going to show my development and how I was able to, you know, step out my comfort zone to get better. And I can't wait to, you know, once again, showcase that. So thanks again.
And I can't wait for this fight. It's UFC on Fox 26 coming up here December 16th in Winnipeg. Oluwale, it was great talking to you, man. It was really good catching up. Just remind people where they can get a hold of you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours, sir.
Yeah, listen, you can follow me on Twitter, Holy War Angel MMA, Instagram as well. You can find me on Facebook as well, the Holy War Angel, a.k.a. the Lion Gorilla, baby. That's right. You know what I mean? There's two aspects to this game. You got the stand-up and you got the ground game, baby. I call it the legendary era. That's what I'm going to represent. That's who I am, baby. Great stand-up, great ground game. Let's fucking work. To my sponsors out there, Fabian Garcia, you got Cryology in Queens. Tyler, I love you, bro. You got my gym, C1 MMA, Animals MMA, Holy Wounds MMA, Lion Gorilla Grappling as well, too. And every other team, fight team and/or camp and/or gym training facility that has poured into me and/or sponsorship. Thank you so much for all your investments, for all your love, for all your support. It's not going to be in vain. Thanks so much.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.